Hello everybody, Joel here. So today's project, we're moving my daughter into my son's old bedroom. My son has moved out and we are going, this room's a little larger, so we're going to move the 14-year-old into this room. And we have a little bit of work to do. Every room in this house has a ceiling fan, rough-in set, except for this one. This one has a speaker mounted right up in the middle. We've got a volume control over there. There's 4 recessed cans in the bedroom and no ceiling fan, and my daughter needs a ceiling fan. She told me that in order to move in here, she really would like to have a ceiling fan. So I'm going to take the 1-gang switch here for the lighting and make this into a 3-gang switch that will take the fan and a fan light also. We have a fan and fan light in her bedroom now. We're just going to move that over here. So I've been thinking every square inch of this house is finished. So it's very difficult to fish wires and add things in, but you can get creative and figure things out. So I was planning to cut my 3-gang switch in here and then cut a channel in the drywall up here so I could fish my wire up from the switch, drill across, and then get up into the floor joist space and then come right over here to where the ceiling fan will be, is exactly where the speaker is now. That's the center of the room. That would work out great, and then I could just fish the wire from here to the hole that I drilled through the top plates there, get through the channel, and then down to the 3-gang switch. And I think that's a really good plan, but then I remembered that on the back side of this wall is a storage closet that has a suspended ceiling in it. So this is the back side of that room, and I've got access into the ceiling, and I've been in this ceiling and I know that it's open floor joists up there. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to just go ahead and fish it down the wall through there and be able to fish it right through the floor joists, and bing bang boom, we'll have it. So I'll take you along for the ride. Let's go ahead and get started. Captive screws. I like captive screws. Have a look, see what we've got here. I want to know if I can get a 3-gang box cut in here into this area, because right on the other side we've got another wall that dies into that wall, so I'm sure there's backing in there. Up here you can see my access on this side. I don't know why, but there's a shear panel. They've got plywood on this wall, which is nice, and just our little storage closet here with the suspended ceiling. And then the joists are like 10 inches on center. Maybe they're a foot on center. But the wood eye joists are pretty close together, so this may have been considered a little bomb shelter, maybe. I don't know, a tornado shelter. But it's going to be a little more challenging getting these wires fished in, because I've got ductwork on this side of my suspended ceiling. So I can't get my panel up past this without tearing the whole ceiling apart, which won't do me much good anyways, because like I said, I've got some ductwork right in there. Maybe you can see it. Yeah. So we'll figure it out though. Just want to make sure I can get my 3-gang switch in here. So far so good. I think we'll probably be alright. Oh yeah. Yeah, that whole screwdriver fits in there. No obstructions, so we'll be able to get that 3-gang switch cut in there without any problem. Well, I've got some backer in there that I'm going to have to get out of there from that other wall. I expected that, but I'll just take the drill and I'll drill that out. Otherwise, the stud cavity is pretty much wide open through there, so I think we're going to be okay. I went ahead and picked up this ceiling box for a ceiling fan, or a box made for a ceiling fan. I've made a change in plan here. With the speaker is really tight up to the ceiling. It was painted in, and I know I'm just going to ruin a lot of, just make a lot of mess pulling that speaker down. And I'll have to patch it. It's easily repaired, I guess. And the speaker's not exactly in the center of the room. The center of the room is about right here, so that's right where the fan would go if I want it right in the middle. So I'm just going to cheat it over a few inches. I can live with that. It's going to make this project a lot easier. I won't have any patching. So I'll go ahead. Well, there couldn't have been too much more up in here. I've got the range cable coming through here in 8.3. I've got the gas line coming through here. I've got the 6-inch line for the heat register. This is minor. That's just that yellow one, just a little speaker wire. So just a quick rundown on how this works. There are some tabs, pointy tabs that pop out of each end of the device here, the retro brace. And once you get this up into the ceiling, all you have to do is spin the tube, and you can see that this will expand within the joist space and push up into inserting these into the wood. And that's how this will hold itself into place, and then this bracket goes on top, and then the box just screws right in underneath on this bracket. So pretty simple. I'll go ahead and get this thing popped in place. I'm going to go ahead and push the wire in from the other side before I get that box mounted. Okay, just a peek at the final installation here. As you could see while I was spreading the bar across, all I had to do was twist it, and then I put my channel lock on it, and then that gripped it right into the wood, and I could feel I could actually kind of feel the joist starting to spread apart just a hair. You could hear it creaking and groaning in there. So then I got these 4 screws up into the bracket that holds on top of that steel rod that goes between the joists. Got the wire fished in. That was an easy fish. Just pushed right through to the other side. And then I'll just have to fish it down the wall over there to the new 3-gang switch. So we're getting there. So I'm going to have to cut out some of that backing. There's a 2x6 backer for the wall that goes out into the closet in the hallway. And I'll just drill it out with a spade bit and then chisel it out with a screwdriver so I can get that 3-gang box to fit in there. Okay, that should take care of it. Just chisel that out with a screwdriver and a spade bit. Get all that mess right out of there. So it works out pretty good. Okay, now I'm back on the back side of the switch. And I've just got to drill a hole in here to get this cable fished down. It's tight because I've got this ductwork that I'm trying to work around. Right where we want it. Okay. I'm using my Streamlight dually to give myself a little bit of light while we go ahead and cut this 3-gang switch in. So I went ahead and cut the flanges off of the box here. Well, that's pretty tough to see. The nailing flange used to be right here and right here. That just makes it a little bit easier for me to deal with. Okay, here we go. So push this one back a little bit. We don't need so much of that sheath coming into the box, or I may just trim it back out. Put a couple of drywall screws into the side of the box, and then a drywall screw in the back of the box back there. into the wood, the framing, and that box is as sturdy as it needs to be. So there you have it. I'll go ahead and make this up, get it spliced together, and get the switches installed so I can get some lights back on in here. And there we have the finished product. I reused the existing dimmer for the 4 recessed lights that are in here now. And then I've got the light and the fan right here. Again, the wire goes up the wall, it was fished through there, and right over to the new box that was installed. So I'll do a video on moving that fan over from my daughter's room to her new room sometime in the next few days. We're going to paint in here. I'm going to change out these recessed trims too. I don't care for these rings. I prefer the baffle style where the bulb is up inside the ceiling. But anyways, thank you for watching today, and we will see you all on the next video.